And welcome back to all my YouTube viewers. This is Jordan. So, I wanted to let you guys know how my day went today. Today's Thursday. I believe it's like the 26th. And as you can tell, yesterday I did a series of videos on water and where I get my water and, various things that I do with the water and things I may run into, stuff like that. However, while I was doing one of my videos, one of the people that lived in the condo where I was getting the water, actually, a younger lady. Oh, she's 21. She's really young. Basically, a young kid is what I like to say because I have a 20-year-old daughter. Basically, well, first of all, she interrupted the video I was doing, which I found kind of rude, but I just let it slide because she obviously, well, she seemed a little drunk to me, inebriated. And she's young, and I have a 20-year-old daughter, so I have a soft spot for, younger girls like that. I tend to be, overly motherly and being that I don't know a lot of you know this, but I lost contact with my daughter many years ago, about 6 years ago, and every day I miss her. So when I see like a daughter or another girl that's like my daughter's age, I kind of look at that as my daughter. So anyway, she interrupted the video and she's like, "Hey, do you guys need cans or bottles?" And I was like, "Okay, she's just trying to be nice," but let me tell you, she had us sitting there about 5-10 minutes and then proceeded to come down with a bag of like 5 cans. So, like, which is fine. But then she didn't want to shake my hand. I hugged her though, anyway. And she didn't want to give me her like message. Like, she told me she had no Facebook. Now, come on, guys. Do you really believe that a 21-year-old like college student living in Tempe doesn't have a Facebook? Come on, guys. We all know what's going on. Like, what am I going to do? Is she afraid a homeless bum is going to, like, God forbid, message her, the link to the videos like I planned on doing? Oh, I just want to help you guys. And, like, let me explain something, okay? It's one thing when you guys want to help homeless people. Like, even though I'm homeless, like, just tonight, for example, I helped give another homeless girl a blanket, some toiletries, lotion, clothes, whatever she may need, even a little, metal bowl so she could have a fire because where she is at, it gets very cold here at night. It was like 43 degrees yesterday, which to us in Phoenix, I'm sorry, or Tempe, wherever, that's cold. Now, for all of you in New York or Minnesota or Montana, okay, yeah, you have like 30 below, okay, but to us, 43 when you're used to 115-degree weather is very cold. Anyway, what I would like to discuss with you guys tonight is basically as prevalent as everybody knows there's racism and everyone knows there's discrimination, okay? But I don't know if many of you are aware, there is this thing called reverse, okay, racism. And that's where, whether it be white or black, it doesn't matter what nationality or ethnicity it is, it's where they basically say, well, but I wear black clothes or I listen to black music or are you guys kidding me? Or I have black people in my family. Oh, so, okay. That is what's called reverse racism. Now, I'm going to tell you something. There is what's called reverse homeless discrimination. And that's where people like this young girl, for example, will come out and throw you a bag with 5 cans in it and say, "Oh my gosh, well, I'm sorry, do you get to wash? And do you need this bar of soap?" Like, okay, like to the point of like demeaning and degrading. We don't need that. Okay, guys? We don't mind you feeling sorry for us, asking us if we need a little help, but, we're not Neanderthals, okay? We know how to wash. Well, I do anyway. We know the issue with that. Anyway, I know how to wash. I have a college degree and I ran my own company for 13 years. Okay. Again, like I've told you, I don't fit the average mold of the typical homeless person. But then again, what is that? So, what is the typical mold of any average anything? So just for today, I mean, just for today, I'd like for the world, for society to just take all those labels, all those molds, all those little things that they want to fit us in, you know what I'm saying? And labels and just throw them away. And for one day they don't exist. And for one day we're all equal, I mean, it's great. Let me tell you, on Christmas Day and Thanksgiving Day, you guys are so helpful and so giving. But you know what? Homelessness is an everyday occurrence. It's not just on December 25th, okay, guys? Which I'm not downing the help that we get on Christmas and everything. It's very lovely, but we need help all the time. So this video especially goes out to a very special angel of mine, and I want her to know how much she's loved. It's a lady who was a stranger to me. And how did I meet her? I'm about to tell you. One evening I'd been panhandling on Mill Avenue several months ago. This was months ago, 4 months ago about. It was in October to be exact. And I got depressed. So I'd only made $2. I'm like, well, I'm just going to go buy me a beer or, yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to buy a beer, but I felt like it, I was so depressed. I was like, $2? I sat out here for hours, made $2. I just started feeling sorry for myself and started walking home, cut across the parking lot. And that's when I proceeded to see a young gentleman laying on the ground by the Z Tejas restaurant. Now, a lot of people, when they see somebody laying on the ground in Tempe, they generally ignore them because they think, oh, they're just drunk. They're just, passed out. But when I pass this guy and he has a shoe off, okay, his foot, that is the first sign of usually someone having a seizure. And I've had seizures, so I know. I do have a heart aneurysm due to this medication named Levaquin that I was on. Again, this is another tangent or a bunny trail I'm on. And so I had seizures because of that when I reach high stress levels and things like that. So that is a first sign or can be a sign. I ran over to him and there was this lady. She was very nicely dressed. Just beautiful, beautiful lady on the outside. I didn't know her on the inside yet. And she was with a couple of her friends and she's like, excuse me, ma'am. And I'm like, what do you want? And she's like, well, I'm sorry. I'm like, can you see I need to help this guy? And she's like, but excuse me. And I go, what? She goes, do you know this guy from anyone? And I said, no. Why? She goes, then why do you care so much? And, it hit me like, most people wouldn't, you know what I mean? They got their own families to get home to. They got their own, it's always, oh, I got to deal with my own problems. People are usually too busy with themselves and so self-consumed that they don't take the, time to notice somebody laying on the ground with a shoe off. She then proceeded to pull $60 out of her wallet and gave it to me. Sorry. And said, you know what? Get yourself what you need. I'm sorry it couldn't be more. And if you ever need me, here's my number. She talked to me. She gave me a hug. She made me feel like a human being. I then took her number, and her name was Sandy. And I took her number, and I put it in my wallet. And I didn't give it another look because I'm like, what am I going to do? Call this lady and tell her how down and out I really am, or how I'm hungry and I need food, or I need money to do my laundry, or maybe I don't want to do it by hand, or, maybe I just want, just money. I don't know. Just something. Maybe buy a soda, But I didn't. November goes by. All of October goes by. November goes by. December goes by. It was really close to Christmas. And I got to the point where I was lower than though I brought another girl in here, and she was just draining my energy. Even though she was living with me, she was looking down her nose at me because she had worked at ASU, and every day was a judgment with her. And again, I'm not going to say her name, but I said, look, let me see what I can do. I gave her my own queen-size bed and took this smaller bed that you guys have seen in my MTV Sheds video. Anyway, I proceeded to pull that card out of my wallet, and I said, what the heck? This lady said to call her anytime I needed help, but I just didn't want to do it. There's something inside going, gosh, I have pride. I can't call this lady and tell her I need help, but I did. She goes, oh my gosh. She goes, I've been wondering what happened to you. Yes, I remember you. She says, you know what? She dropped everything that she was doing to come help me. The lady then proceeded to come out, just treated me like, didn't judge me, didn't look down upon me. She proceeds to pull $200 out of her wallet and says, you know what? I'm sorry I couldn't get you more. The banks aren't open right now. And I'm just thinking to myself, are you kidding me? This is the biggest blessing. Like, not that I look at money as a blessing, but what a blessing to come at such a time, But it didn't stop there. She proceeded to give me a GT bicycle, an iPhone, paid 2 of my phone bills. Just the generosity just could be beat. Like, I never had that. And then she also had a gentleman come and drop me off all these gifts, like a purse, all these toiletries, like jewelry. Like, I just was like, wow, what a giving, kind, caring lady. And who was I to her? I was a complete, absolute bum, a stranger to her. Someone she didn't even know. And she loved me, and she still does. And I want her to know that if she watches this video, I love her so very much. And I thank her for all she's done. You're my angel. But I want to leave this on some good news because Sandy will be happy to hear this. And Sandy, these are tears of joy. As everyone knows, I did the video about the Jimmy John's dilemma and not getting the job. However, I went to Jack in the Box tonight to get some hamburgers. And I said, what the heck? Even as I am, I mean, I'm not all dressed up. I didn't have makeup on. Obviously, I don't. But you know what? What the heck is it going to hurt to go by Jimmy John's? Maybe show the manager of this store, that originally hired me, or so I thought, the video of me not getting hired, or explain my situation, or just even ask if their schedule freed up. It's good to check in, right? And let me tell you, I'm glad I did, because I'm going to tell you what happened. One of the main managers was there, watched my video. Well, most of it. I didn't make him watch all of it, even though it's a 2-minute video. They're very busy. And he said, you know what? I don't know about this store right now, but he goes, I like your attitude. I like you. And he goes, you know what? I want you to go down to our store over. And, I don't even remember. I think he said Apache. That's where it is. It's down on Apache. And he told me to go tomorrow. I believe the manager's name is Jason or something like that. But I'm supposed to go talk to him. So I said, can you please put in a word for me? Like, please. Like, I'll do anything, guys. And I didn't mean to look desperate to the guy. But I'm like, look, I really need this job. So there's a little hope for you guys. I'd been told yes, no, maybe so, and now maybe so again. And you know what? I'm not going to give up. Sandy, I wanted you to hear that, so I know you're pulling for me. I want you to know that we have something in common. And you know what that is, Sandy? Be still and know that I am God. I love you, and I love all you YouTube viewers out there. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. And make sure to subscribe. Thank you, and God bless all of you. Signing off.